Every single time that you open your phone or you go on the internet, you are predisposing yourself to information. And there is so much information out there. There's good information, there's bad information, there's neutral information. But ultimately, it is information that you are being exposed to. So when we're going online, we're going on the internet and we're exposing ourselves to this information, you have to be as selective as possible about the information you are consuming. The issue is, or the thing that these companies have done really well, is they have made it so you no longer have choice of what information you get to consume. What I mean by this is when they introduce short form content, which involves scrolling, right? You're scrolling through content, you don't choose what's coming next. Whereas if you're going and looking at long form content, you actually have to actively search or actively click on a video to watch it. It doesn't automatically always get played for you. So they've hijacked your ability to choose the information that you consume. So when you're going on TikTok or Instagram or whatever the case is, and you're scrolling through short form content, you don't know what's coming next. So you are being programmed in whatever way they want to. They've started to realize that depending on what kind of content you interact with, they will put you on the extreme scale of whatever that topic is, right? Let's say you're left leaning politically. TikTok or Instagram, they'll work out within a couple of scrolls. Well, that's probably a little bit of an exaggeration, but they'll work out very quickly what that you are left leaning politically. And then ultimately they'll tailor your algorithm to that. So then they'll start showing you the most extreme sides of left-wing politics, and they'll indoctrinate you into the extremes. And the beauty of this, or the crazy part about this, is by indoctrinating you with the extreme views, the less extreme, still potentially dangerous or violent views seem insignificant. You're like, oh, that's nowhere near as bad as it could be because I'm used to seeing this absolutely crazy stuff. And no one is pretty conscious of this, right? Because you're scrolling through and you're seeing this stuff and you're like, oh, whoa, that was kind of crazy. You probably come across a similar video the next day and you're like, oh, that's okay. And then you just get like so desensitized to it. It becomes so normal of seeing this information that you just become used to it and you're happy to see it. And like I said, everything becomes desensitized. So your ability to absorb and take on board these views becomes far, far easier. So ultimately, what am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say is being selective on the information that you're consuming is important for that reason, but also the fact that your brain can only take a certain amount of information every single day. And if you're utilizing that space by absorbing stuff that is just not beneficial, like we've all been on doom scrolling sessions and you get to the end of it and your brain just hurts, like you can't think properly, you can't form sentences because you've just literally fried your brain. You've quite literally done that. So when we think that like that, if that is the end result, that you feel so fried and tired from just scrolling for a couple of hours, why do it to yourself when you could actually go and learn something that's beneficial, that's actually going to serve you in the future? So you can actually show up to a conversation with your family or your friends, and you can bring a new perspective to the table. You're not just saying, oh, I saw this video the other day where this person had a monkey and the monkey was clapping its hands. You could actually come with something that you genuinely care about. And you may be wondering, but I don't know what I like. I don't know what I care about. Maybe it's because you've been on your phone too much and you don't know what you like because you have been programmed to like certain things because of what the algorithm is showing you. So, my challenge to you, delete these apps that just feed you information, such as TikTok, Instagram, whatever the case is, and only go and proactively search for things. Even on YouTube, don't watch what the recommended thing is. Only watch things if you go and actively search to watch something. Same with Netflix. You can go and watch something if you actively go and search for it, but don't just scroll through the homepage trying to get inspired to watch something. Be more proactive and more aware of what is going on and ensure that the choices you're making are actually serving you and they're not just there to fill time and space because we only got limited time and space. So at least on this earth. So make the most of it. Peace.